We're going to answer these examples now. So it says that we need to sketch the graphs of each of the following, state the equations of the asymptote, the y-axis intercept, and the range. So 3 things we need to include. The x-axis intercepts need not be given. In later exercises, you will have to put in the x-axis intercepts, but as of yet, we don't yet have that skill. So we're just going to leave it. The first thing that you can recognize here is that because we've got this plus 3, the entire graph is going to be shifted up like this. So this point here is going to be y is equal to 3. So that means I've immediately identified my asymptote here. Then the next thing that we need to do is we just need to give this thing a sketch. Now, this is where you just need to know what this looks like. You can see that no reflections are taking place. So it's just going to look like this. Now, when you're in this situation, what you want to do is, of course, first label your y-intercept. How can I find my y-intercept? Well, you let x be equal to 0. And that means I'm going to get y is equal to 2 raised to the 0 plus 3. Y is going to be equal to 1 plus 3. Y is going to be equal to 4. So this point here would be 0, 4. Now, would you agree that the graph that I've currently drawn here doesn't necessarily have to be 2 to the x? Don't write this down, but let's just come over here for a second. Let's just say I had y is equal to, 15x plus 3. And I wanted to find the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept is going to be the same, isn't it? Because I'm just going to end up with 15 raised to the 0 plus 3, y is equal to 1 plus 3, y is going to be equal to 4. So if I only drew this, how would you know that this graph is specifically y is 2 to the x plus 3? How would you know? And the answer would be you don't know. So what you have to do is you have to sub in another point. So I'm going to go x is equal to 1. And when I do that, that means I'm going to be left with 2 to the 1 plus 3. Y is equal to 2 plus 3. Y is equal to 5. So that means we come here. When I put 1 in, I get 5 out. And now this differentiates it from other graphs. Because I know if I was to come over here and let x be equal to 1 for this example, I would end up with 15 raised to the 1 plus 3. Y would be equal to 15 plus 3. Y would be equal to 18. So here, when x is equal to 1, I get 18 out. So the moral of the story is that whenever you only got 1 point, chuck in another point just to show exactly what this graph is. So remember, when you're answering questions, you also want to double check that you've done everything. Asymptote, check. Y-axis intercept, check. The range. What's the range going to be of this thing? The range is going to be what? It's going to be my y is going to be from 3 to infinity, because it's not including 3, because remember, you can't include an asymptote. It's never going to reach it, and it's infinity because it keeps on going up. So we've provided everything that the question has asked for. That all looks good. I'll see you in the next one.